July 4, 1776, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Dear Diary. My name is John and I am a young man living in Philadelphia. Today, history was made as the Continental Congress voted to adopt the Declaration of Independence. The atmosphere in the city was electric as people gathered to celebrate this momentous occasion. I woke up early this morning to attend a gathering at Independence Hall where the delegates of the Continental Congress were meeting. The weather was hot and humid, but that didn't stop the crowds from coming out in full force. People of all ages, races, and social classes were present, eagerly awaiting news of the decision. When I arrived at Independence Hall, I could hear the sound of bells ringing in the distance. The news had spread quickly that the Congress had voted in favor of independence from Great Britain. The cheers and shouts of joy from the crowds were deafening. I joined in with the festivities, waving a small American flag that I had brought with me. I was amazed to see people from all walks of life united in their joy and pride for their new nation. Throughout the day, there were parades, speeches, and fireworks displays to mark the occasion. I spent most of my day in the company of my fellow citizens, celebrating our newfound independence and freedom. On my way back home from the celebrations, I couldn't help but reflect on what this momentous day meant for our nation. I felt a sense of pride and optimism for the future of America, knowing that we had taken a bold step towards independence. The streets were still crowded with people singing and dancing, and the smell of food wafted through the air. I couldn't resist stopping at a street vendor to buy some roasted corn on the cob. It was the perfect way to end a day filled with excitement and emotion. As I walked towards my house, I could see that my neighbors were also in a celebratory mood. Some were gathered around a small bonfire, roasting marshmallows and singing patriotic songs, while others were playing games and enjoying the warm summer night. I joined in with my neighbors, sharing stories about the day's events and discussing our hopes and dreams for the future of our nation. It was a wonderful feeling to be part of a community that was so passionate about the birth of our new country. The night wore on, and the crowds began to disperse, and the sounds of revelry slowly died down. I could hear the distant sound of church bells ringing in the distance, a reminder that this was a day to give thanks and offer prayers for our new nation. Before heading to bed, I took a moment to read a copy of the Declaration of Independence that had been printed in the local newspaper. As I read through the powerful words that had been penned by Thomas Jefferson, I felt a sense of pride in our country's values of freedom, equality, and democracy. As I drifted off to sleep, I couldn't help but wonder what the future held for our young nation. There would undoubtedly be challenges ahead, but I was confident that our country would overcome them and emerge stronger than ever before. Today was truly a day to remember, a day that will be forever etched in the history books as the birth of a new nation. I am honored to have been a part of it, and I look forward to seeing what the future holds for America. Yours truly, John.